Hey folks, Quill18 here with a quick channel update followed by some Dwarf Fortress, or as I like to call it, Sims 3 meets Lord of the Rings. So next week I am actually going to be going on a trip to Scotland. I'm going to be there for about a week. My wife is going to be studying for a semester over in Scotland, which is going to be a really long time for me to be back at home alone. But I am going to go and help her settle in and yeah, so I'm going to be in Scotland for a week now. I'm going to try to make some preparations. What I'm going to try to do is pre-upload some videos so that you guys have some stuff to watch while I'm gone. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload them as private, and then I'm going to unlock them while I'm there, assuming everything works out. No guarantees. Maybe I won't be able to do a bulk upload, or maybe my internet will be very spotty and I won't actually be able to unlock it. But hopefully you guys will not actually notice a lull in the videos. But of course my responses may be a little bit more spotty, although assuming I've got internet, then I'll probably still answer plenty of email in the evening. And yeah, that's it for the mini update. For those of you waiting for Heroes of Newerth videos, well, none of the games I'm playing in Heroes of Newerth seem to be generating a replay. So I'm going to have to go into the replays that some people have sent me, and I'm very thankful for those, and I was holding off on them because I felt like I wasn't experienced enough in the game to really pull off doing a commentary for a third-party replay. But we're just going to have to try our best and do what we can. Maybe it won't be so much a game commentary so much as let's focus on one hero for a little while and then another hero for a little while and try to learn how to play those heroes that way. We're going to see exactly what kind of format we want to use. But yeah, so that's why no Hans so far. And although I did have some great fun games recently, some went good, some went really bad. A few of them would have been very, very funny to do commentary on, but hopefully we'll get something up in the future anyway. And that's it. Oh, 2 minutes. Wow, that's got to be a record for me for a channel update. And now I'm in the mood to play some Dwarf Fortress. Haven't played it in a while, so here we go. Now, as I recall, and you know what, let me just start the fortress actually moving here. There we are. As I recall, this is the fortress I actually started during the live stream way, way back when, and I think I may have even done a mini play session of this at some point as well. So it's been going on for quite some time, still going strong, even though I started this in, like, Death Zone. This is, like, terrifying surroundings. Let's look at the list of the dead things. Zombie foxes, zombie skeletons, skeletal deers. Wait, did I say zombie skeleton? That's not what I meant to say. Like, the grizzly bears are the least impressive scary things. Zombie one-eyed demon. What? Oh my god, the craziness. And then a handful of dead dwarves as well, because there have definitely been some bad experiences, I will not deny. But it's made it very fun. So you can see I've actually walled off my fort quite a bit, and I'm actually not sure if the mouse is going to show up. So I'm just going to move the mouse out of the way and use this cursor. Most recently I started building a moat here. This is still currently empty. Oh, and if you're wondering, like, what is this place here? So this is a natural lake over here, right? And at some point, one of my dwarves was walking by, and this skeletal deer came out of nowhere. I started attacking him, and actually kicked him into the water. And he died there. And I couldn't retrieve his body. And it's munchable, or munchable. It was a dwarf named after one of the viewers. And I felt so bad, I couldn't get to his body. So I went and dug out, like, a cistern or something over here, a reservoir for the water, and then channeled out the land here to drain out the water. Water of depth 3, the dwarves could walk through. So then I went and collected his body, and it was like, oh my god, so terrible. And that actually, playing around with the water gave me the idea that maybe I should build a moat. So I've got some of it dug out. I've got to do a little bit more work on it before it's actually ready to accept water. But then what I'm going to do is just connect the river up to here into my moat, and that should provide for some pretty decent protection. I don't remember if it freezes during winter. We're currently in late summer, so that'll be the big thing. So it may not provide perfect protection in the winter, but the other 3 seasons it'll be good. I've got double thick walls almost everywhere. Over here I've got drawbridges that can close up and seal off my fort. It's kind of got an airlock system because I want to be able to close this one and seal off my actual fort access, but still allow the traders in. and then this is another bridge here. Now down here is actually open all the time, and I may end up building a bridge here as well, just to be able to block it off. Seems like a good idea. But I'm actually semi-intentionally leaving this open, and I'm just going to build this crazy trap-filled hallway here. I've got all the cage traps down. I'm just about getting ready to start production on weapon traps. So if there's anything that can't be caged, hopefully the weapon traps will kill them. And I've got a stray cat here that's tied up to a rope, so the cat will help detect anything invisible. And I've got him carefully positioned around the bend so he can't just be hit with ranged attacks. So if goblins come or something like that, they won't be able to shoot him. This wall here is actually a fortification, and I've got an armor stand here, and my military crew are all set to train here in their time off. So the idea, if someone was trying to sneak in, got detected, the dwarves might be able to just shoot through the wall instantaneously. And of course, if I activate the troops, then I can bring more and more of them out here. Got some stairs that lead up to the wall, so that's, again, all set up to try to be as defensive as possible. And even the final way to get into the into my fort is blockaded by yet more traps. If we go down level, we actually see one problem where I actually breached when building this this part of the moat. I actually breached my little tunnel down here where leading to my farms. So I'm just actually working on some floodgates. I'm going to install one here and one here, and that way I can flood this whole thing with water. And I had to build a little emergency tunnel down below to provide access there. What else we got? Right, you can see the rest of the moat. In fact, there's a couple of dead bodies in there. Skeletal deer remains, and that's probably another one. Doloshi ducks. But it looks like a deer. I'm thinking it's a named deer, probably named for killing a dwarf. Doesn't say. Interesting. I'm pretty sure it was another deer, though, and I think that's when they killed the dwarf and actually got named. Now, in terms of the actual fort, if I go down, yeah, I know I'm getting a lot of alerts right now. I just did some stuff that caused a bunch of alerts to start spamming. If I go down into the fort itself, we have here a generic stockpile level. And what I've decided to do, I was sort of just digging for purely utilitarian reasons initially, trying to find some nice veins to dig out and then just create some quick storage space. And then one floor below, I have one main hallway. Oops. This hallway right here is all filled with workshops, just sort of, it's purely utilitarian, doesn't look good, although I do have a big hospital here, which hasn't really come up yet. The problem is I still don't have a doctor. You can see some more veins have been dug out here, just trying to get resources. I guess I may as well pause, because it actually looks like there is combat going on. So I'll have to check up on that in a sec. And again, yeah, so it's pretty ugly as sin, but I decided to let that go and be fine with that. I think there's more veins being dug out here. Yeah, because ultimately what I'm going to do is move my whole fortress deep underground. Temporarily, well, it wasn't necessarily intended to be temporary, but it turns out it will be. Here's some food storage just above a dining hall, and I've got some bedrooms here. And then here I've actually got a crypt. These are coffins. I guess I have to use the Q. There we go. So this is Durzen in it. This, oh, it has no one yet. This is Inode. This is still unused. Sigun, Udib, Kib, Muchable, Ustith, and Moldoth. So quite a few dead dwarves. And then if we keep going down, actually I don't think this goes anywhere. I was intending this to be my primary shaft, but I decided I instead built a shaft down here. And I won't go into it too much. Basically, there was a little bit of some revealed stuff. Yeah, there we go. So you can see I started hitting some underground. And if I go down here, you'll see I actually had to put some walls here because this is the ground floor of the cavern. And I wasn't ready to explore this, and I also didn't want anything coming up into my base. So I've dropped some walls in here. And we've actually got some serpent men over here. They've actually got a civilization. If I bring up the civilization screen, you can see the #1 thing here is just some unnamed serpent man civilization. And there's a few of them here. They've got some food, so definitely want to block that off so they couldn't get up. And then kept going down. And we should, yeah, another level here that's been walled off. And I actually walled it 2 levels high, all the way to the ceiling. So this is up, okay? This is top, and then I'm going down 1. This is all empty air around here. But I've still walled it off, so basically right up to the roof of the cavern. And then this is the ground level, still more walls. And the reason I did that is because well, I still didn't want anything coming in here, but there was actually some sort of monster down here, a Reacher it was called, that was hovering right around here, and the people one level above here were still getting freaked out at seeing it, and were like flipping out and dropping their tasks, so I needed more walls. Plus, I'm a little worried about flying stuff. And if we keep going down, some more, we will eventually, and we're getting quite deep here, we're deep, 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 deep underground. We're so deep that I want to relocate my entire civilization down here at some point. There we go. So we got another walled off area, and if we go down one more floor, we're actually hovering over a huge lava pool that goes, it's actually many levels deep. It's like, I don't know, it's almost like a volcano or something, I'm not sure, but a subterranean volcano. So I've actually been able to tunnel all the way down here, and I was happy when I discovered it, and I'm building a floor above the magma. It's going to be suspended above the magma, and I'm starting to build some magma smelters, and I'll get some magma forges and all that. Let me just check that none of these have been suspended. No, they're still building slowly but surely. Oh, that one got suspended. That happens sometimes. I think there's objects in the way, or they somehow get interrupted, so sometimes they like cancel these constructions. You can actually see it if you bring up the jobs list with the J, and you scroll down here. Yeah, you can see we've got some suspended walls. And I can zoom to that and see, okay, you guys have suspended these walls. Well, I don't actually want you to suspend that. So you have to undo it and let them have another crack at it. I think they can work on the walls from these ramps. I'm not sure why they got canceled. So I should have a hotkey down here. Yeah, so this will enable me to have a really, really good iron industry, which means all my military dwarves will be decked out very, very well armored. So a few levels above here, there we go, where it's just plain rock, I'm going to start developing all my living quarters, another set of workshops, and try to build something that's really nice. I think this whole level, I mean, I might breach another underground cavern here somewhere, but mostly it looks like it's enclosed. So yeah, so I'm going to hit play again. I'm getting lots of alerts. Yeah, okay, all these spammed messages is because I have a jail on this level, and I tried to install some cages in here, but a bunch of them already had stuff in it. And so what I've tried to do is assign things out of them. Is just say, no, you don't, release these creatures. We don't actually want them to be in here. I'm going to leave the skeletal foxes in there. I've got to figure out something to do with them at some point. But like the squirrels and the fox and the chipmunk, they're even tamed, so we can release them. But it's saying we can't release them without a trap, so I don't know what's going on there. I'm having someone create some traps. Here we are. And hopefully that job gets processed too. And I have a pretty big jobs list. But at this point, I've got a lot of dwarves in here. We've got 52, 10 idlers, which isn't great. Could probably make do with some more workshops and some more workers for them. I can bring up Dwarf Therapist here, and let me resize that to the appropriate window. We can take a look at what kind of work the dwarves are actually doing. I actually only have one carpenter. That's going to be part of the problem. He's a miner. I don't really want to conflict with that. I should just find someone in the most recent migration wave, because they probably don't have much in the way of jobs. I actually got one guy here in one wave. That's probably not accurate. That's probably a mistake. And we're going to just assign some more carpenters. Yeah, see, these guys aren't really doing anything. Oh, you know what? This is actually a baby. That's what that is. It's a newborn baby. Get some more carpenters and some more masons. I mean, the disadvantage to these guys, they're unskilled, so they're going to be a little slow at first. Oh, that must be a baby because I can't allocate anything. And they're going to be slower, and the stuff they're going to make is not quite as nice. It's not going to be masterwork. But I think that's going to be okay for those things. Probably had lots of masons. Yeah, we have a good number of them. But you know what? The masons, actually, I want extras because they also build walls and stuff for me. But carpentry, we didn't have many. So having a few more is definitely going to be a good thing. Let's flip back to Dwarf Fortress. And yeah, I don't even know. These workshops are just sort of placed as I needed them. So I'm going to have to go and organize them better when I actually dig out an area down below. But for now, they'll do okay. These are kilns. The smelter's kind of weird. I don't even know if it was working. Actually, we got lots of fuel. We can cancel these jobs. We got lots of coke. And we are trying to smelt a lot of steel. Somewhere in here, I thought we had a job for that. Actually, I may have completed. Pretty sure we had a job to smelt a bunch of pig iron and a bunch of steel because we've got a bunch of things we want to make using that stuff. And that will start to go a lot faster once we get everyone to do the magma forges. I mean, I won't need to use coal, although I do have quite a bit of it stockpiled, but it also means they have to pick up less coal, so it actually saves one step in the job. Still getting spammed about the empty traps. I suppose I could rush a carpenter. Yeah, see, let's promote the traps. That's a stupid way of doing it. I should grab that one. There we go. Let's get the traps done a little bit faster. I'm building a corkscrew. I don't remember why. I think I was going to originally do some pumping over here, and then I decided, you know what? Oh, just in case I needed to completely empty out this lake to get at the bodies, then I'd be able to pump all the water out into the reservoir, but it wasn't actually necessary. Still, I'll probably use the screw pump at some point, so I decided to leave the job in there. Yes, yes, yes. You don't have any traps. God, so whiny. Silly dwarves. And you know what? I really should build a bridge over here, because there might at some point be some sort of emergency. No, it's not that, is it? It's what? G? Yeah. So we want a bridge that opens to the left and be about that big. That looks good to me. And build it out of siltstone would keep everything the same color. There's actually one little row of wall that's made out of diorite, which is a little bit paler. You can see it right here. It kind of bothers me, but not enough to make a change. It's not that serious. We will need a new lever, although, you know what, we'll probably just connect it to the lever for the inside as well. I don't remember which one it is. How do I look at the notes? There we go. Outer gate, inner gate. So we'll probably put it on the same one as the inner gate, I think, once that completes. Actually, there's something to be said about putting it on its own, just so that we can choose to funnel people through it if we need be. But the inner gate seems like a good emergency button for me. I suppose I could have just... Actually, maybe I'll put that one on the outer, and I can build another drawbridge over here to block things off. That seems very reasonable, actually. Like that. And you're going to go to the right. Good. And we'll build you on a siltstone as well. Bam. We could even trap... Oh, that's pretty strong, actually. Anyone who comes in through this little hallway. And... Yeah, see, that's stupid. Because what I actually want to be able to do... Well, I'll build the bridges for sure. But what I want to be able to do is close the top bridges, force people to come in the trapped hallway, and then at that point, perhaps seal it. So clearly they're going to have to be on their own switch. Alright, so we'll do that. It means a lot of levers to throw once the stuff hits the fan. But that's probably worthwhile. If you're wondering what I'm drinking, I am drinking some... what's tea? What's the kind of tea? I don't know. Some kind of tea with lemon. Very nice. It's non-caffeinated because it's close to my bedtime. So, I'm still getting spammed about not having the traps. Have any of those been made? No. It says it's active, so someone is theoretically working on the traps. Maybe just grabbing some wood. I don't have a huge wood stockpile. I think I've got some somewhere. Maybe one level up. Oh yeah, there we go. Some wood. I occasionally brave the outside and chop down some trees. Now that we've hit the underground cavern, we can presumably start doing some what's it called? Fungus wood. Got a merchant. They're just about ready to leave. We just traded with them. Making lots of money. There's nothing we really need from the merchants, but I'm basically buying any sort of metal and or weapons and armor that they might have, and food and booze just to save time. In fact, let's double check. Yeah, we got lots of drink. Don't have a lot of raw meat and fish, but we've got a lot of prepared dishes. And we probably have a lot of vegetables. Doesn't really say, does it? Plant 158. Oh, why did it just... A snatcher! Really? Is that a snatcher? Now, how did you come in? Oh, you can go in through the big door. Right. In fact, what I should do... Cancelled. Interrupted by thief. Oh, man. Actually, I wonder if I should have Where is he? If I should get my troops after him. He's probably going to leave. Yeah, he's actually going to go through the moat here because that entrance is still there. Can I build the floodgates? No, god damn it, it's still queued. It's top priority, but no one's actually working on my floodgate. So we really have to block this off. I could put some locked doors here, I suppose. That actually works perfectly fine now that I think about it. Yeah, we'll just have doors and then we'll forbid all. And I think... I'm worried about someone coming by and opening it up. You know what? Cancel. Cancel. We're going to build a wall. That's all we want. And we may as well build that out of doorite, since we're not using it upstairs. We'll just build a stupid wall. And that way we don't have to worry about anyone miraculously opening these doors or anything like that. And then flooding my entire... why did I miss the die right? Here, right. Flooding my entire fortress by opening the floodgates or opening the doors. That would be pretty horrible. Because that's what's going to happen. If I'm pumping the river into here, it's just going to pump the river directly into my fortress by going down the stairs. Oh, that would be terrible. Yeah, so we definitely want this on a different switch. In fact, what I'll probably do is close the inner gate as soon as I can. And that'll be fine. That way the traders can still come in and out when need be. These are my butcher shops, so they don't really get used too much. The fishery as well. Fishery, definitely not. I have all the fishing turned off because I don't want anyone going out and getting themselves killed by some sort of skeletal deer. More steel needed for breastplates. Okay, let's queue up some more jobs. Pig iron. Whoops. Yeah, make pig iron bars 30 and make steel bars 30 of those as well. We may run out of iron, but that's easy to fix. What do we got now? Another snatcher? God damn it! What's dead? Did it kill an animal? Is that Nako? No, he's being hurt. I don't know what those bones are. Alright, let's activate a squad. Actually, we'll activate both squads. Tell them to attack the Snatcher. Get that guy killed. I don't know where he's gone. Oh, I think there's steps there. Although he can't actually escape, because he's just going to hit a trap on the way out. Well, I guess this place isn't done yet. I'm being silly. Where'd you go? Creature zoom. Oh, you're way over here? You're going to make it out okay. Alright, you guys, stand down. Go back to your old job. He's going to escape. Why are you still chasing him? Should turn around there. As soon as that wall gets finished, then they won't be able to escape that way anymore. Come on. I've got enough people flagged as masons. Like, half my fortress is flagged as a freaking mason. They're pretty busy, I think, but that's no excuse. Oh, there we go. They're finally releasing those squirrels and stuff. They're putting them in traps, I guess. I don't know what they do with them once they're in a trap. I actually have no idea. I don't know what the small animal vermin industry is. Wait, what now? What? Another goblin thief? Oh my god! He's gonna try to get away. We still don't have our wall up. God damn it. Hopefully he's not actually succeeding in taking anything. No, there he goes. He's just leaving. What do you got on you? You got your dagger. I don't think that's... He's got water covering everything because it's raining. Yeah, okay. So, nothing too worrisome. Still, the fact that we're getting spammed by these things is kind of disturbing. Here we go. Looks like we finished one of the bridges. That's good. Still really need those walls done. ASAP. What? Another one? This can't possibly be the same guy over and over. I don't think, but I'm going to issue a kill command anyway. just in case. We had some scrapping. Looks like they're trying to shoot him, but I think he is going to manage to escape. Oh, we got one wall up. That's good. Where are you? Oh, that's the other one. Did we kill one? Maybe we did, actually. Stands up, punches the Kobold Thief. These combat descriptions are so crazy good. Where is it? There we go. The militia commander charges the Kobold Thief. The militia commander attacks the Kobold Thief, but she jumps away. Commander rushes by the Kobold Thief, charges at him again, or her again, attacks her, but she jumps away. She must be a good dodger. Kobold Thief jumps away from the flying Foxbone Bolt. Wow, super good dodge. Oh, here we go. The recruit charges and then collides with the Kobold Thief, is knocked over and tumbled backwards. That's good. Recruit strikes at the Kobold Thief, but the shot is parried. The militia commander grabs the Kobold Thief by the left upper arm with her left hand. The recruit strikes at the Kobold Thief, but the shot is parried. The militia commander punches the Kobold Thief in the left upper arm with her left hand, bruising the muscle. Like, how awesome is that? Punches her again in the left lower leg with the left hand, bruising the fat. The recruit strikes at the Kobold Thief, but the shot is parried. The militia commander locks the Kobold Thief's left shoulder with the militia commander's left hand. Ooh, the wrestling grapple moves. The recruit strikes the Kobold Thief, but the shot is parried. The Kobold Thief loses hold of the small cave spider silk loincloth. That may be something that he was trying to steal, actually. Recruit hacks the Kobold Thief in the lower body with his steel battle axe, and the severed part sails off in an arc. What part? The lower body? That would be pretty fatal. I think that's probably why the Kobold Thief is in the dead list. It's no longer in the living list. Least. Can't speak. Oh, there it is. There she is, deceased. Awesome. And then you still, even though they're deceased, you still have to call off your guys. Like, okay, you can stop pounding the dead body now. So one thief has just made it out. It's okay. Hopefully we can stem the tide of non-stop ones. Having that wall there is going to help, but we still need the second one. Why is it suspended? Don't suspend. They're probably suspended because of the thief. I think the way the logic works is they try to complete a job. If they get interrupted, like, I think that's fine. But then eventually, if it gets interrupted too many times in a row, then they cancel the job. They suspend it completely, and they'll stop trying to work on it. But I really want that wall up, because once it does, no one is going to be able to come in through this moat. In fact, we could actually fill the moat with water if we wanted to at that point. Which may not be a terrible idea, just in preparation for a siege. In fact, one thing we could do, I suppose we could have done that earlier actually, is, where do we do that? Z. Remove the ramps. And I don't know how you remove the last one, is the only question I have. So if we remove all these ramps, maybe they can work on it from above. That would be pretty good. So I don't know if this is something you actually need to do. I keep losing it. Z, not X. I don't know if this is something you actually need to do to improve your defenses, but it seems like maybe the ramps allow some possibility of someone wading through here, wading through the water and getting to your wall. Good. And remove construction. I had to put this one in temporarily because I'd screwed something up. Okay, I can't select it that way. Alright. Designate and Z. Move some more of those. Just leave the last one on the outside. And here as well. Move those and that. Okay. Let's see if that helps. Yeah, the masonry is really, I mean, everyone's busy at least. Everyone's picking up equipment, doing their drill. I think those are my soldiers. I think the soldier, oh, that's when the miners that drop their pick and then go grab, you know, these guys are probably in the ranged weapon group, which actually would make more sense to put them in the melee squad. So I have two squads. The doors of the land. These are melee. Apparently, someone died who used to be in. Or no, these are ranged, and one of these guys died. And then the square pages, who are melee. And what I should do is make sure that all my miners are in this one. Like that. Because then they can just keep their picks and just use them. That makes a lot more sense. I don't know where my other miner is. They probably have some other title. There you go, that's pretty good. And then we've got a couple of openings here, so let's grab a couple of people. An animal caretaker sounds good. And a leather worker. There we go. Yeah, we still have individual combat training. So I'm not using the scheduling to force the squads to go train. Maybe I should, especially actually with the little swap. I think I'm going to force them to activate their training. I'll turn them both on, because that'll force the new guys to go and get their new equipment. And what I can do is from here I can check the equipment of everyone. So this is my ranged squad, and you can see they're equipped with leather armor. Is the way that I've set them up. Ranged weapon, leather armor, because they came first. I didn't have a metal industry at the time, so I was relying on butchering and importing in leather to quickly make leather armor. So I can do that. Plus the ranged weapons are quite good, especially early on when you don't have good gear. But you can see, oh, actually that's this one of these. This one is my new one. So he doesn't have all his leather gear yet. He's got to pick it up. And then, is that my other new one? I guess it might be. So hopefully they'll go and pick up their equipment. I do have plenty of leather equipment. They should be fine. And then square pages, they've got metal armor and a melee weapon. And yeah, so there's a few who are still missing their gear. But I'm trying to produce that as quickly as possible. So every now and again I check, and assuming, if my job list had finished, and you can see I still have plenty of queued up. In fact, I don't even need 10 of each of these because apparently I had a few metal pieces of armor here and there. But the idea was to produce enough in-house that I'd be able to equip a full squad, and in fact at some point a second squad. But yeah, you can look at this list, and you can say, we can go down and look at, let's look at the metal one, and just look at the metal armor slot, the armor slot. So we've got, okay, everyone's got one of those, bad example. Let's go with footwear. We'll go up to here, okay. So 1 through 4, they'll have footwear, because they seem to grab their equipment in order of their squad position. I don't know if that's true, but it seems to be the case. Whereas 5 through 10 don't have any metal footwear, so I would need to produce 6 pairs of metal boots, for example. So you can use that when setting up your jobs. But again, I have told it to do 10 because I had assumed I didn't have any when I started. Apparently some people brought their own gear. I may have bought some from traders as well. I think I've already said that. So these guys, I'm sure I already traded with these guys. I must have. Human merchant? Yeah, I think I did. I already took all their stuff. So I'm producing pretty good. I'm still producing crafts nonstop, and my craft people are pretty skilled. So, of course, things are going to slow down right now in the in my fortress. While I've got half of it. Well, 40% out to train, do their military training, but I'll take them off in a second. I'll go back to work. There they go. Lining up for a proper drill. Actually, we can use the V here. So this guy is waiting for combat training. So yeah, they're waiting for the actual squad leader to show up. Oh, here we go. Organize combat training. So he'll actually organize squad training. But even if you don't have them on the train schedule, they'll still come here in their downtime and do individual training. So that's still pretty good. And I like having the training set up above ground because it prevents them from being, what's the term? Like, they'll get sickness to the light. As long as they keep it getting exposed to sunlight, then they won't become, like, allergic to the sun. But if they spend too much time underground, then they can become allergic, basically. I don't know how it works. Someone got interrupted by something. Skeletal fox. That may have been a while ago. Fox is fighting. Where? Okay, we better go kill this. We can do it more easily. Picking the squads. Grab squad A. Attack Select from a list. We want you to kill G and H and I. There we go. Skeletal fox is a zombie fox. Go. Go crazy. Find those things. Presumably. Actually, it looks like this fox is actually chasing someone. It's chasing Nub. No, Nub! Run. What were you doing outside anyway? Okay. I gotta engage the second squad here. Kill this thing. Get out there quickly. I don't know why Squad 1 hasn't reported there yet. Go, 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 go. Squad 1 was busy doing something. Squad B was already here training. Get him. Save Nub. Go, go, go. Oh god, they're so slow. And they don't have ranged attacks. Poor Nub's gonna run out of space. Looks like he's run slightly faster than the fox, which is a good thing. No, he's gonna try to turn around. Ooh, just barely dodges. No combat message, so there was no actual attack. Run, yes, he's running in the direction of the squad now. That's good. They're gonna intercept. Save Nubbed! Save him! There you go. Yeah, excellent. And the skeletal foxes are not actually particularly dangerous. They die pretty fast. Fortunately, you can't butcher them. As far as I know. I don't think I'd want to butcher them even if you could. Still waiting for these things to get dug out. The walls are up at least. Hooray. And, yeah, so... Oops, autumn has come. Saving! So, I should probably work to connect... How am I going to connect these moats exactly? Well, I can connect them around back. I was wondering about how to connect them above the top part, but I can leave that open. I can just connect it down here somehow. And I don't want to block off this thing. I may ultimately just build a bridge... Oops. Over a channel. So I gotta make sure my dwarves can keep getting through. There we go. Autumn has come. We'll get rid of the battle report, so that we're just fighting the fox. So, yeah, if I want to do that, what would I do? I gotta make sure, actually, not to breach my farms. Oh, man, that could be very dangerous, because I'll have to channel that far away. Maybe even get some extra leeway. I'll channel into this lake. That's what I'll do. Let's start from here. And go straight to the river. Not quite finishing it off. Oh, I gotta make sure to chop the trees. That might be getting in the way. Okay. And DH. We'll start another channel to over here. There we go, and then we'll just connect up the lake. Like, we can probably channel out this area right away. Then we'll connect up the lake to our actual moat. And then we'll do a similar thing up here. Chop down trees. Just the one, okay. Again, I'm not going to connect my my channels yet. Just get the most of the way. Good. And yeah, we'll make sure to build bridges over there just so that my dwarves can get back and forth if need be. Because dwarves do not like water. Okay, we finished building a pipe section. Whoopee. What are you doing, Mr. Dwarf? Just... Oh, you're trying to kill the foxes in the cage. Can you do that? I didn't realize that's why there were so many foxes. Half of them were in the cages. Okay, squad A. You can cancel that. You can actually go back to your normal schedule as well. You guys have probably picked up all your gear, so that's good. I don't know what to do about the things in the cage, actually, if you just want to finish them off. I'm sure there's a command. But apparently one dude was just standing outside the fox cage, couldn't kill him. Maybe he didn't have a ranged attack? I have no idea. These guys are just sleeping in the hospital. I wonder if they're injured. Oh yeah, that was right. Health? Nope. No health problems. Wound. Unconscious because they're sleeping. A baby sleeping in the bed. Alright, that's fine. Let's check the basement out. Flooring still being worked on. It's a long duty because it's so far away from everything else. By the time the dwarves get here, they're like tired and thirsty. Now I'm being super efficient because I'm actually completing a full floor, and then at some point I'm actually going to have to poke holes in here, but we'll deal with that when we get there. Because you need to allow a hole so that your forges can actually gain access to the magma. If you just make a solid floor, then it's not really a magma forge anymore. I guess what I could do is, what do I want? I want a workshop. Magma forge. How's that shaped? So the recommendation is that you put the empty spot over one of the dark X's because it's an impassable terrain and it prevents your dwarves from accidentally falling through to the lava. So I guess what I can do is cancel. Oh, I guess I gotta remove construction. That how it works? Yeah. Here. Here. Okay. And here. And here. So we'll get 4 forges. So we're gonna have 4 smelters, 4 forges. I think that's gonna be plenty. In fact, the problem will probably be getting enough skilled dwarves to actually work that. Hopefully someone can deconstruct those floor tiles pretty quickly, and then that'll leave some stone down here that someone else can hopefully use to finish off the rest of the floor. We'll also want to build the magma kiln and the magma, whatchamacallit, glass furnace, but we probably are fine with just 1 each. Maybe 2 of the glass furnace, because I actually got caught with that upstairs. I had 1 glass furnace, and it was claimed by a dwarf who wanted to build an artifact, and he wanted glass pieces to do it, so I had to build a second one. I had to, like, tell a second dwarf that he could also be a glassmith, and then create the raw glass that the first dwarf needed. It was very awkward. There we go. I think one's hopefully ripping apart the floor. I don't know. No, they're pretty focused on just building the floor, so they're going to finish the floor before tearing apart. But that's okay, because we're just going to keep building more floor, and then I think what I'm actually going to do is build a wall around all this so that no one can fly in, which will actually mean I'm going to have to construct another strip of floor right around here. No, actually I'm wrong. Walls don't have to be on floors. They'll just build them adjacently, and that's fine. Because I want to wall this all off. Because I did see some flying critters earlier, and I don't want them coming in here. And actually, I'm going to have to build it quite high up so that it reaches the cavern ceiling, just so nothing can penetrate in here. So, back to the top. So many commands, so many people busy doing stuff. I've got a bunch of digging jobs. You can see I only have 2 idle workers, so people are being pushed to the max. Lots of people storing items in bins back and forth. Some people are just doing their individual combat drills. But that's okay, I don't mind that. Check our nobles. So our mayor is Jean Roxas, who is also a viewer, because I can tell that was a nickname name. He's currently got a mandate. He wants rings created. Well, the person who's just creating random rock goods should produce rings at some point. Our manager's also happy. Well, he only had an office. The mayor actually needed like an actual good, decent living place, and he's pretty happy with that. Let's check the rock crafts. So I don't know which ones those are. God, it'll be nice when this gets organized. I probably missed it. I wasn't even thinking of what I was looking for anymore. Yeah, I definitely missed it. Okay, we're looking for a craft dwarf workshop. Pay attention, pay attention. Carpenter, mason, smelter. I mean, oh, there we go. Rock crafts. Now, so they should randomly create rings from time to time. And I don't think I can force them to create a ring, actually. Well, I suppose what I can do is go and new order for a ring. Nope. Jewelry. Nope. Yeah. It just randomly will happen. So hopefully he doesn't freak out about his mandate before we randomly get the right number of rings. But I think we've already created 2. I think there's only 1 left, so that's pretty favorable. Dun, dun, dun. A demon is no longer enraged. Where the hell did that happen? Who's a demon? I don't think that's someone I actually see on the map anywhere. I think that's because if I go down to the bottom here, you can see it's like the map has auto-explored quite deeply, especially when you follow the lava pit all the way down. There's like, yeah, we've got like hell here or something. There's actually 1 spot of adamantine. Never seen that before. It's my first time. Warm, rough-hewn, raw adamantine. Unfortunately, it's like deep in the middle of a lava pit. So I don't know exactly what to do to actually gain access to that, which is too bad because I would like to get that. But it did give me some warnings about some demons. So that is certainly fun. That's just waiting to happen. What are you doing running around here? Look at this dwarf. What are you doing there? What job? You're starving and dehydrating. Really? Hunting for small creatures to eat. He got trapped out at some point. Well, that's not good. Dude! Let's take apart this construction. How long have you been there? Oh my god. Top priority, take down that wall. Let this guy get home. Come on, dudes. Someone go and take it. I know you can do it. You're tearing apart the floor. And good job on that, by the way. Oh, poor guy. Hope he doesn't die. That would be pretty shitty. That could start a chain reaction of unhappiness. Maybe I should build a drawbridge here. That'd be interesting, a drawbridge across the lava to connect the caverns. Actually, I quite like that idea. I like that a lot. Okay, build workshop, magma forge, which is V. We'll build 1 here. Oops. 1 here. Got lots of anvils. We're proactive there. Probably bought some. And 1 there. Good stuff. And what we can probably start doing is actually dismantling the furnaces and the forges that were upstairs. Okay, someone tear down that wall. That poor guy's going to starve and dehydrate. He's going to be so unhappy. What I should actually do is I could set up beds nearby here, so at least people who are near here can sleep. Maybe a little kitchen, dining room. I don't know. Think about it. At some point that's going to happen anywhere. I'm just wondering about a temporary work camp for them. Okay, someone tear down that wall, please. I feel like I'm Reagan here. Tear down that wall. Yes, no. Terrible, terrible reference. Like, mangling. Anyone? Cold War? Yeah. Okay, it'd be really helpful if the guy who was, like, starving to death was actually the one who went and tore down that wall. That would be the most productive thing he could do. Someone take it apart! Oh my god. So bad. What's going on here? Oh, they got a bunch of jobs queued up. Automatically queued from the work manager. There we go, finally. Oh god, yes. Take it down, take it down, take it down, take it down. Go, go, go. Faster! Oh my god, how long does it take to tear down a wall? Come on, go. Got someone starving over there. He needs booze. He's just pathfinding his way around, and he's going to be in the wrong place when this finally comes down eventually. The mayor has imposed a ban on certain imports. Export of short swords prohibited. That's fine. I wasn't planning on doing that. So you're totally fine. Holy crap, it takes a long time to tear down that wall. It takes a long time to do everything. So up here, has anyone started digging these out yet? It's starting. Getting there. Oh, we can, now that those trees are gone, channel out those blank spots. How are we doing here? The wall is gone! And is the dwarf that was in trouble, is he okay now? Oh, there he is. Let's check him out. What's he trying to do? Drink command. He's like, oh my god, I have a way to get drink again. The long way around. Oh, he's probably going to die before he actually makes it back to a drink reserve. He's got to climb all the way up like 120 flights of stairs to get to his drink. Oh, and he's just been baking by the side of this volcano this whole time. Just awful. Go, 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 go. And we're going to tell someone to come back and construct the wall while we'll wait for him to get by. Not that I think it's going to matter. Okay. There. So I'm going to finish that wall up again. And don't lock yourself off on the wrong side. That would be terrible. Merchants are about to leave. That's fine. I don't want you here anyway. What time is it? Oh, just about bedtime. So we'll probably wrap this up. Oh, we can't construct this anymore. That's okay. No need. Or those either. That's okay. Alright. Oops. We can channel this one out now that the tree is gone. Good. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so that was I think that was a fairly productive session. Lots of waiting around. I really need more migrants because I'm just stretched to the max in terms of my workload. Everyone's doing something. Even though for some of them it's just combat training, which means I could probably rearrange their jobs to do something else, but I'm not opposed to them to getting better at fighting because we are going to need those skills soon enough. Oh yeah, I need to construct some bridges. I'm going to place them while I'm thinking about it. Let's just go and make them 3 wide. Here, we'll make them... I may as well use up diorite. That's fine. And we'll make another one right over here. And 3 wide. Just in case we need to use it. In fact, there's a perfectly fine chance that someone's going to come by and actually destroy those bridges at some point. Which should be pretty retarded, really, but certainly possible. The dwarves are pretty stupid about their digging too. They'll like dig some squares over here and then they'll come down and dig here and then run back and dig up here. Like, you idiots, just dig the closest one. It's not that hard. What about our wall? Do we have our wall up here? Not yet. It probably won't happen until someone wanders onto the other side. Ugh. Stupid dwarves. See, wandering back and forth. Oh, I'm going to go from the bottom. I'm going to dig at the top now. That sounds like a productive use of my time. Oh, I'm done digging at the top. I better move down again. So stupid. So incredibly stupid. Oh, someone has been taken by a fey mood. Alright, cool. Curious to see what he's going to claim. Hopefully we've got everything in the fortress that we need. We've got quite a bit of stuff. Things are going very well economically. You can see these moats, I wasn't like... I guess if I'd been thinking, I could have covered up... I could have built a drawbridge that goes across the moat, and I could retract the drawbridge. So I guess technically it has a vulnerability. But really, they're just going to be walking into traps if they come this way, so... It's fine. A little more foresight. I was never planning on building a moat, I think, really. Not that I remember. Okay, we've claimed something. Craft Dwarf's workshop. Alright, that's fine. And, okay. Looks like he's got everything he needs, because he's going out to get stuff. So that's good. Because they'll just sit. Even if they're only missing one thing, they'll sit. They'll refuse to grab anything. Which is kind of weird. And then you're looking through the messages, you're like, okay, he wants leather, and uncut glass, and some gems. And, okay, so what am I missing? Well, okay, I've got leather, I've got gems. Okay, he needs some glass. So annoying. I mean, I'm not saying this as a way to detract from this game, because this game is awesome. but it is like a little weird and annoying. Okay, I guess I don't see any reason why I couldn't connect some moat. So let's do that. We'll connect here and here, and then we'll probably actually need to continue this somewhere. That's fine. We can just get that started. It'll be really shallow water from now. Check, how's our dude doing? I see no exclamation mark, so he must be picking up some more loot. That's okay. Alright, goodbye, merchants. And we can finish this channel and that, and I guess we can go ahead and connect these. I should make sure that indeed we have not pierced anything down below that we don't want to pierce. Nope, we're looking good. Okay, we'll finish the boat and then we'll call it a session. Alright, I guess there's no actual harm in breaking into these. I was a little concerned before about doing it prematurely. I'm still not going to... I guess I am connecting the river over here, aren't I? Yeah, that'll be okay. May as well go for it, and we'll connect this one here, and then here. Alright. This will be kind of exciting, actually. I'm looking forward to throwing the switch and seeing what will happen. We can cancel that job, because it'll never get completed now. Oh, here we go. We're going to have one channel go. It's going to be pretty shallow water. Actually, water doesn't even pour that quickly now that I think about it. Even if we had accidentally breached into our basement, it wouldn't have been the end of the world, because we would have had some time to react to do something. I don't know what. Oops, we forgot to do this. There we go. So we're going to want that. And over here, yeah, we're good here too. Building the bridges, good. I'm just waiting to breach the river. Oh, here we go. There goes the river. If we wanted to, we could start doing really fancy things with pumps and waterfalls and whatnot, but no. I don't think so. Good. Oh, it hasn't actually spread from this river yet. It's actually spreading backwards. Still, we really have started to get ourselves a moat, which should help protect our walls. I think they can start at some point. Things may bring siege weapons to attack, but I'm feeling pretty good, actually. This bridge is suspended, because sure, why not? Unsuspend that for me. We'll still need to build some levers to connect to these bridges at some point. Hopefully I remember to do that before we get invaded. And there we are. Water flowing in. Now, I don't know if the fact that this is still a ramp is affecting the water flow or affecting the ability of this water to impede movement. I have no idea. Like, I dug it out in the moat, but I'm not actually sure if it makes a difference either way. Now, the big test is going to be... I guess we'll channel kind of around this thing. Like that. Oops, we gotta chop down these trees. And that one too. Just to get that last part. So things will at least be forced to come in through the traps unless they want to bust down a wall. And I just want to get the moat. Even in those spots where they're not quite wide enough, I'm going to wait to finish that off because... actually, I can do that one there. Because I want to let people walk, not accidentally box themselves in. I'm going to try to avoid drowning any of my dwarves if possible, although it has happened a couple of times. I believe I had someone drown... That must be another game. I had someone drown in a river at one point. Yeah, it was another game. They're like, I don't remember what they were doing. Someone has canceled filled pond. Dangerous terrain. Really? Okay, they must have been trying to pathfind their way in a strange way. So yeah, I have this set as a pond here. It's not like the most efficient way to have done this, but I'm trying to get the dwarves to keep this full, so that way we have a bucket of water in the hospital. But I really should look into some sort of more sophisticated way to pump things in here. We actually have miasma in here? That's annoying. Why? Oh, because we have a dead body of a goblin that's just been rotting here. Okay, so I've unforbidded that. Normally, by default, at least with the way my game is set, anyone who dies in combat, all their gear and their body is forbidden. So the dwarves won't come by in the middle of battle and start looting things. They won't like run into the middle of a fight to start looting bodies. You have to unforbid it later on automatically. And apparently that meant that one dwarf body was rotting inside of my place, which sucks. The job to create 20 animal traps is complete. Good. So some things are coming along. I finally get those floodgates now that I don't need them. I think partially the reason I was building them is because I was hoping to perhaps use them to control the water flow of my moat here, but I don't think it's actually going to be important to do. I mean, I suppose it'll suck later if I decide I want to do some maintenance or something. But I could, I don't know, build a diversionary thing or build a pump. The pumps are very, very fast. I might be able to do something. I don't know what. Yeah. I have no idea what, actually. But theoretically, I might be able to figure something out to block this water flow at some point if I want to make some changes. I should have put in... it was part of my plan, those floodgates, but in all the excitement, I forgot. Okay. And we can channel one more tile here. Maybe one here. Oh, actually, we need to chop down that tree. Yeah, so I don't know if you need the moat to be 2 wide, or 3 wide, or only 1 wide, or what, but 2 seemed like a good number. Maybe I should have left some space between the moat and my castle walls, actually, for repair work or something. Oh, we got another thief. Okay, I'm sure that'll be fine. I'm not too worried. What do we have here? Oh, that's the dead cobalt bits brought to my refuse pile. And yeah, I guess what I should do is close this gate. That way the kobolds won't be able to come in except through this route, which is patrolled by my cat. That seems reasonable, actually. I'm going to do that. We are going to pull the switch on the inner gate, which I believe is this one. Pull that. So someone should close this in a sec. There we go. Good. That makes me happy. Of course, my dwarves can still get in. They're also going to have to use the well-trapped side door. And if I get a caravan coming, they can still access this area. And then I'll probably drop this gate just to let my dwarves bring goods back and forth to there as easily as possible. This water does take a while to flow. I guess part of it is not quite deep enough because it was only accessing the pond before. But now it's getting a rich supply of river water in both places. And those things should stay nice and full from now on. And that's it. Alright, so I'm going to call the session quits. I got to get to sleep. And I will see you folks later. Bye-bye.